I'm at the Caravan Camping and Motorhome Show at the NEC, and I've given myself the impossible task of finding a very cheap brand new motorhome. So I've set my budget, which I've figured out, because I've wandered around and had a look, I've figured out that it is very low. And that range is £50,000 to £60,000. There's not many. Now, why I say that is because I'm looking for something, specifically a motorhome, something I can stand up in, something with a bed, a toilet, a bathroom, a shower, and obviously a kitchen as well. So for that price, there are plenty of small camper vans. So the choice there is quite a range. Motorhomes though, or something that you can at least stand up in, is very limited. Now, for a motorhome, you're talking about an average reasonable price of about £70,000, and that will open up your options quite a lot. But 50 to 60, that's quite difficult. Let's see what motorhomes or camper vans I find. Of course, another option on a tight budget is to buy second-hand. You'll have more choice and possibly a better motorhome. But over the past few years, motorhomes and camper vans have retained their value, so you may have to get an older vehicle. And just so you know, we are not thinking of buying another one ourselves. We will be sticking with Herman. So I found this VW T6.1 Startline for just under £60,000, so it just meets my budget. But because it's this VW, they're going to add on another 10 grand because of the name, really. Not saying there's nothing wrong with VWs, but they're more expensive than any other brand. Let's take a look inside. So it's one of those kind of car campers, so it's relatively small, and it's got a pop-up roof, so I can actually stand up in it, maybe do the washing up and whatever. We have here, we've got a nice tidy sink and 2 hobs. Oh, here's our fridge behind the locker. Of course, it's going to be small. Bit of storage for you, pots and pans, that kind of thing. What's this little thing? Hopefully the cutlery drawer. Yes. Some sockets over there. We've got some storage underneath the sofa, underneath the seating. So it does have a toilet and it does have a shower, although it's going to have to be outside, isn't it? I would imagine this converted into a bed, but you're not getting much for 60,000. What's in there? Oh, a storage area, wardrobe if you like. Around the back you have some, what's this, a seat? I guess it's the part where you put your head when it turns into a bed. This locker here, relatively a nice size. Tiny little thing down here. Oh, that's where you can put your long chairs and whatever. And some storage at the back there. Maybe your tent awning. So we're at the Auto Trail stand right now, and the first thing I noticed was the Expedition series of motorhomes. This one here is the 67 Flex, on the road price at £53,378, but this particular one is 54, so it's still within my £50,000 to £60,000 budget. Let's take a look and see what's inside. Okay, so first thing I notice is the floor was carpeted. We have a nice little dining area here at the front. The table moves around and enlarges so we can get all 4 people having their dinner at the same time. So look at the cabinets. A reasonable amount of room in there. Let's get this one, same sort of thing. You can tell the different quality of the nice expensive motorhomes compared to this, I think. What is this? I think that's just going to lift up, feels like it's going to come out. Nice colour fabric on the seats. To the kitchen area, we've got an oven grill. What's under here? There's your sink. And 2 hobs. That needs tightening. Look at that. That needs tightening. Oh, before that snaps. You've got a little bit more room with the pull-up thing. Lockers underneath the sink here. Not too sure what you'd have in there. Cutlery drawer. And some storage there. Pots and pans maybe. Getting right to the bottom of the, near the floor now. It's like some sort of utility cupboard. You could put something in there, I suppose. The fridge is low. We've got a low fridge. I'm still on my knees, by the way. Oh, we've seen one of these before. Quite a nice size with a pretty good size ice box, freezer box. Now opposite the bathroom is this cupboard. What's in here? Room for the table. It's our wardrobe. And above the kitchen area again, we've got this little shelf here, little cupboard where we could probably put herbs, spices, sauces, that kind of thing. Let's take a look in the bathroom. Straight away I can see it's a wet room. Okay, and we have a normal toilet, I believe. Yes, normal cassette-based toilet. We've got a mirror here with some storage behind here. What's this? Oh, look at that. There's your sink. I did wonder where the sink is. And as you turn it on, all this fills up with water. There's no plug here. You just close it like that and it all gushes all over the floor. No, sorry, I mean it gushes into the catchy tray at the bottom here. And you've got some storage down there. Can you see that? Now, a bit weird. You're going to need some sort of thing here to stop things falling out, which they haven't provided here. But I'm sure you could do that yourself. At the back, we have the bed. This is a drop-down bed. Bearing in mind, this is a drop-down bed on a 50,000, 55,000 pound camper van, and underneath is the seating area. So I'm having to duck to get in, but once I'm in, I suppose I could just sit down. It's just a matter of watching your head when you get out. So you have to shuffle along or crouch and then like do that kind of thing. At the back here, no storage in the doors, but you have some storage underneath the seat. One side, oh, LPG. Oh, so just pull it down like that. That's easy enough, isn't it?
Yeah, very easy.
And pulling it back up. Oh, I see, you're pressing a button. I saw the button, yeah, that locks it. Okay, I gotcha. Right, thank you very much. So here's another Auto Trail Expedition. This time it's the 68, which means it's longer by a half a metre. On the road price, £55,100, but this particular one is 62,380. Now, what they've added is, I'll show you later, but they've added 2 cycle runners at the back and this pop-top roof and a few other minor things. But let's take a look inside. Right, well, they're showing the ladder going up, so let's take a look at that, shall we? There you go, that's where you could sleep. This is now a 4-berth. Back down the ladder, you've got the dining area here. I don't know how much flexibility you got with this table. I mean, this person here, I'm thinking, sitting there, might not be able to reach the table. There doesn't seem to be any movement on that. But locker space is going to be probably similar to the other one. Okay. And nice seating, nice seats. What about the stove and the wash basin here? Washing up basin. Similar, if not the same. Yeah. Controls above the door, and that same thing here. So it's very similar. I think it's probably the same layout. My bag's in the way. Yeah, same sort of thing. Look. Cutlery drawer, oven grill, and they're gonna. I'm not gonna get on my knees. Oh, the fridge has moved. So rather than it being on the floor like the other one, is this in here? Oh, look at that! It's narrower fridge, I believe. Yeah, and it's much smaller freezer compartment. Those two lockers go into the garage area. This is the bed, fixed bed. I worry whether or not I would be able to sleep across there. I'm 6 foot tall, but of course it doesn't take me 6 foot room to sleep. I take a lot more than that. This probably needs tightening. There you go. Little cupboard there. I don't think you'd be hanging much from that kind of that thing, but the choice is yours, I suppose. Let's have a look in here. This is the wet room, shower room with the toilet. This would be the shower, of course. Oh no, it won't retract back in. And with one hand, it's quite difficult. There you go. There you go. No cupboard space, or however, they do have some little cages on the side so you can put your shower gel and shampoo. Now, round the back, this is the big thing. Now, this is this is extra, but look how smooth they are to pull out. Bikes on. That is nice. Just to pull them out so you can lift them off. So you've got some storage back there to put some whatever you need to do, but there's no lid on it, no door, and over there as well. And it looks like this door's fallen off for the water tank, which is tucked in behind there. So this gentleman here, he's kindly demonstrating, he's just under 6 foot, his head is touching that end, and his feet are just barely, can you relax your feet?
Well, they are fairly relaxed, but yeah. I mean,
yeah, so you're touching the...
it's touching, yeah.
So you're touching that, so...
Yeah.
And then you got the pillow as well.
Yeah. And yeah, it's quite comfortable, though.
Yeah?
I must say, yeah, it's quite comfortable.
Here we have a roller team Livingstone 6 Sport, which is £56,990 base vehicle on the road, but this one I'm going to be looking at is £57,985, so still within my budget. Let's take a look. Okay, small dining area, plenty of seat belts for 4 people. Right, so the table, you can swing around like that, extend it, so the person sitting here, the driver's seat, can have their meal as well. And down there you got what looks like a USB port or something. Oh, there you go. It's nice for them to add that. And you got a little bit of storage under there. We got some narrow storage up here, some storage up there. I'm not sure what you put in that, maybe some maps. Look at the storage underneath the seat here. Yeah, it's quite large. Quite a bit of room in there. So far, the quality doesn't feel too bad actually. The nice soft furnishings, nice colours. Very small kitchen area. One hob. Wow. But you get an oven, and on the end is one of those two-way opening door fridge freezers. Oh, with a flashy light, look at that. It's very, I mean, to save money, you would have removed that, so that's quite nice. I also noticed they have a step, which you don't find on other models. Right, bedroom area. You have 2 single beds. This one looks quite narrow, quite short, I should say, not narrow. Oh, this will be my bed. Let's take a look at more storage option. More storage. Oh, there's a large. Yeah, that's quite large. What about underneath? You may have to go outside for underneath. Okay, so what's the bathroom like? Obviously it's small, it's a wet room. No, it just swivels. I was hoping it could be moved out of the way. Now, is this storage or is this the sink? Oh, it is the sink. Look at that, that's quite nice, isn't it? Get that out of the way. Nice, I like that. Do like the innovation. Oh, there's a light switch here. Oh, that can't be good. Oh my goodness. You don't want that happening. I almost damaged them. What's this? Oh, that's weird. So, to what? You've got to open this little cubby hole, smash the window, turn it on. That is weird. Oh, this is heavy. And just a little more usage of space. I think that's the weirdest thing I've seen so far. So let's take a look at the storage underneath these beds. Oh, that's going to be the LPG, of course. You've got enough room there for 2 bottles. On the other bed you have a little bit of storage in either one of these lockers, and you've got a bigger locker at the front here. That's quite large. Yeah, plenty of storage, but nothing that kind of leaps out at me. I think I noticed that there's nothing. If you've got something that's long, like foldable chairs, I don't know where you'd put them. Maybe where I'm standing now in the middle as you're driving, and then take them out when you're there, when you've arrived. Another roller team. This one is the Livingstone 2 Sport this time. On the road price of $56,490, but this one is $57,485, so again still under my budget. Alright, so the front does look bigger than the other one, not by much though. Again, you've got storage underneath there. Yeah, it looks identical, doesn't it? Even with this here. And storage in the corners. Okay, so the kitchen area is different. You've got a tiny little sink, no draining board, 2 hobs, you've got an oven, some storage here, and one underneath all the way down there. Let's see if I can get that. Oh, a drawer. Pots and pans drawer, possibly. The fridge. Yeah, a lot of manufacturers are using these type of fridges. All very similar, if not the same. Quite narrow, quite small. Got storage above the hob there for your foods and whatever, your pantry or whatever you want to call it. And then, I'm having problems getting by with the bag. You have, let's take a look, let's see if it's just as ridiculous as the other one. Alright, so the door hits the oven. Wet room. Okay, looks a bit bigger. And again, I would imagine, no, where's the switch? Oh, the switch is up there. That's just crazy. Okay, not much storage in here, to be quite honest. I was hoping to get some sort of a cabinet or some place to put your toothbrush. That's not gonna, well, it's just gonna hold your bar of soap. But who uses soap? People use other things. What the hell? Oh, that's the toilet roll holder. So that's possibly gonna get wet underneath there. But all these things you got to think about. Oh. I'm not sure the point of this mirror up here. That is weird. I just noticed before I look at the bed area, the cupboard here, quite a large one, just underneath the fridge freezer. Okay, the bed. Looks a typical bed. You're going to sleep crossways. Now, I worry that it's not big enough for me. I'm 6 foot. Oh, there's loads of storage in there. Oh, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, I worry that I'm not going to be able to sleep, I'm not going to be able to, fit the bed. Let's see what's round underneath. By the way, alloy wheels, I mean, that would have been a place to save some money, but obviously not. So it looks like you can fold the bed away, and you're going to have this area to put your bikes. There's some tie down eyes there. Put your bikes or whatever. Put it away. I don't know if it turns into a sofa though. I don't think so. I'm not sure what that is. Whether or not you can put a table here. But there is no storage. Oh, there's one little box at the end there. I have to find out what's underneath here. Oh, gas taps. I was hoping you'd be able to put a table here. On the end of the sink and the hobs, you got this little lifty up thing. Give you a bit more space to prepare food. Little shelf and another little shelf. Yeah, that's it. Right, I'm on the Rimor stand now. They have, in fact, most of their camper vans are within my budget, such as this one. This is the Horus 38. It is £58,495. But this particular model, which we're going to look into right now, is £59,845. Right, okay, so this is the dining area. You've got a movable table here that must swing out. Nice fabric on the seats. Now I'm not going to spend too long in here because another Rimor model, a motorhome, is quite interesting actually, and I'm very interested to see what it looks like. So there's your sink and hob area. Some storage down there. Nice colours, isn't it? Do you think? The fridge freezer, again, it's that Thetford one. The bathroom. Light switch. Light switch on the outside. Light switch. I don't know. It's not in a cupboard, is it? I don't know what. I'm looking for the light switch. Oh, found it. There's a light switch. Now that is cool, come on. You can stagger in the bathroom and just knock that on. Took me a moment to find though. But yeah, again, a wet room. You're not going to get away from wet rooms in camper vans and smaller motorhomes and whatnot. But there's no storage in it other than this here. And then you have the bed, of course. There's storage here. Oh, we've got to push. There we are. USB and power outlet. Oh, that's a nice deep locker. Oh, that is deep. So that's the Horus 38. I'm going to now show you around their Kilig 18 Plus. The one that I wanted to take a look at is the Kilig 4, but they don't have that at the show. But I can show you the 18 Plus because they're practically identical. So the 18 Plus is actually a low profile, but the 4 actually has a Luton cab kind of thing, so that's where the bed is. Let's take a look inside. Right, one thing I noticed is the steps, narrow steps. For my big feet, they don't do well. But anyway, let's step inside. What we have here, imagine you're in the Kilig 4 now. They are identical from where I'm standing onwards. You have 3 hobs, an oven, and grill. Some storage underneath here. Oh, that's the cutlery drawer apparently. That is a weird place to have a cutlery drawer, I must admit. And you have some storage here. Not much space for pots and pans. I mean, this will be it probably. The sink area. It looks pretty deep, but no draining board. Plenty of space up there, isn't there, for your pasta and whatnot. I prefer these catches than the ones in that camper van as well. Oh, a reasonable fridge. Look how far it goes all the way down there. So, fridge and freezer. And then down here, you've got a tray which you can just dump in your milk or whatever, your juices or your beers. Bathroom. Now that's the biggest bathroom I've seen. Wow. It's a wet room, but you've got plenty of room though. You could argue they could save space and put that space somewhere else, but let's take a look inside. These lockers remind me of being on an aircraft. There's no springiness to them. The overhead locker in a oh, there magnets catching on there, and then in here, yeah, that's all going to fall over whatever you put in there. Okay, so there's that. The bed area, look how big that is. Wow, I could definitely lay down on that. It's not very wide though, but you can definitely sleep too. And the space above the bed is, one end is just empty shelving, as it were. You've got what looks like shelf up there, and you've got a locker over there, just above where you'd probably sleep, put your heads. Now the difference is, on the Kilig 18 Plus, you have the drop down bed. This is what is putting that price up. These are expensive, okay? This is a drop down bed and it looks like, there you go, it's electric. Okay, and that's how far it goes. Now it's a single bed, all right? It's a single bed, and you've got space over there too, wow. Of course, that's the cab just down there, but that up there, loads of space. Now, this bed sorry, this sofa seating area here is also can turn into a bed. So you've got like bunk beds if you have children, which would be, I think this motorhome would be ideal, although there's not much space to play and whatnot. That's a fairly large locker. This is that storage area. It's quite big. It is quite big. For my budget, £50,000 to £60,000, the Kilig 4, which this is almost similar to, is 59,995. What I'm standing in, the Kilig 18 Plus, is 63,295. So it's just over my budget, but it's because of this. It's because of the drop-down bed. Now they don't do a model which is the Kilig 18 Plus without this, which is a bit of a shame. You know, for couples in the motorhome, that would be ideal. Under the bed, I've just noticed, didn't look at this earlier, you've got this locker here, and I thought this went into the garage. No, it's his own separate area. But talking of the garage, let's take a look at that. Right, here we have the garage, and look how big that is. Humongous. You could get a good 4 bikes in there, I reckon. So we're going to take a look at the Etrusco T5900 FB, base model 59,600. This particular one with all the extras on it costs 70,220. So let's take a look inside, shall we? Okay, so FB means French bed, so that's taken up, I would say, more than half the size, maybe a quarter of the size of the motorhome. Over here we have the dining area. Plenty of space for 4 people. Although I'm thinking, will this person be able to get to the table? That must move out. Oh no, it extends. Okay, so the table does pull out, which is great. Let's have a look at the storage. Oh, that's quite heavy. And that's a very narrow storage area there, but that looks a bit bigger. A little bit of storage up there. Don't know what you put in there. Something up here as well. And the materials that I'm looking at do look like they're very simple, but like I said, this is a £60,000 motorhome. Wow, look at all that room in there. Does that move? Oh, I think it does. I don't know how. Got like a cutlery thing there, a little shelf going on. Now then, the kitchen area. Oh, we've got an oven and a grill by the looks of things. Fridge. Oh, not a bad fridge. Plenty of room in there. And we have a large freezer compartment. We have 2 hob and a quite large deep basin actually. No draining board. So I don't know how you expect to do the draining of your washing. Nice, large, if not very wide wardrobe. And what's this down here? Space for shoes maybe? I don't know. Now, back to the bed, we have at the end, we have all the controls and more storage. Oh, that goes back some distance, I think. So in here is where you have your TV. And next to it, a very large, 3 very large cabinets actually. Let's open one up. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Well, you see that? That's very thin. Probably plastic, keeps the weight down, but it does feel a bit cheap, I suppose you could say. But like I said, this is a £60,000 motorhome. I just noticed the lighting, and that's very nice. I like that. Now then, bathroom. First of all, mirror. And we enter. Okay, oh, that's not too bad a size, is it? It's a wet room. So you've got the shower on the left, shower door, keeping the toilet nice and dry. And then if you step inside, you've got the sink that folds out. Well, is that going to be in the way? Yeah, I think it's you're either going to be leaning on it, or you tuck it away and you're going to be resting on your back on it. So they're trying to save space, but you're going to have to live with that getting in the way, I think. There you go. Some nice cabinet rooms. Some nice cabinets in here. There you go. You can see how thin these shelves are. Just another lightweight material. And that's it in here. Oh no, we've got some storage space in here. Behind the shower. Just to put your shower gel in. And if you're too tall for this bed, you've got a gap for your feet at the end. This is probably where you'd want to put, oh, I don't know, blankets and stuff. Extra bedding. And this particular model does have a drop-down bed as well. Oh, there you go. Oh, I don't know what if I need to not get something out of the way. I will leave it there because it's going to squash the seat here. But there is an electric drop-down bed. This is where the ladder would go. Storage wise, we have this medium-sized locker at the back. This is where the bed is, of course. Wow, you've got plenty of room, haven't you? Yes, so I'm sitting here in these quite comfortable seats. I don't know if these are leather, but I don't think they are, but they're very comfortable. I mean, it's a very cozy motorhome. Looks very nice, clean. Down there is hall number 1, the expensive stuff. You've got Rapido, you've got Carthago. Now, do you think I'm going to find my budget motorhome or campervan down there? Probably not, but let's take a look. No, definitely not. Not quite. Oh, almost. Yeah, definitely a no-no. Even the base price is 404,000. So I have found one, the Rimor 43 UP. It's 58,600, but this one is 67,890 pounds. And just look how nice it is inside. Now, I'm not allowed in. It says accompanied viewing only, but that looks like leather seating. Bit of storage. Oh, there's a ladder just up there. Is that the normal place to put it? I don't know. You've got a wet room by the looks of things. Oh, it's got a pop-up roof. And round the back here, you've got the bed and some storage underneath the bed and above the bed. However, I'm starting to discover that for 50 to 60,000 pounds, you can definitely get yourself a fairly decent sized campervan like this one. Let's start looking out for the motorhomes though, and I definitely don't think we'll find one in this Hall 1. Well, I have failed, ladies and gentlemen, in finding a motorhome in Hall 1 between 50 and 60,000 pounds. There are a handful of camper vans, but not motorhomes. Now, I think the average price of a motorhome for a decent motorhome is between 65 and 75. But of course, it really depends on what things you want, how many beds you want, and all that kind of thing. But that's my opinion. If you've looked around for a budget motorhome, you may have found something different. If you have, let us know in the doobly-doo. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm now going to take my budget of £50,000 and put it on a deposit of one of these. So we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. If you're looking for hints and tips for buying a motorhome, then watch this video for advice on what to look for when choosing a motorhome or campervan which best suits you. Our next video in this series is what was new at the show.